Quick Supply distributes office supplies to small to medium-sized offices throughout the region of Waterloo, Ontario. Quick Supply sets its prices by marking up its cost of goods sold by 5%. For example, if Quick Supply paid $100 to buy supplies from the manufacturers, Quick Supplies would charge its customers $105 to purchase these supplies. For years, Quick Supply believed that the 5% markup covered its selling and administrative expenses and provided a reasonable profit. However, in the face of declining profits, Quick Supply decided to implement an ABC system to better understand customer profitability. The company broke its selling and administrative expenses into 5 activities, as shown below. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quick Supply gathered the data below for 2 typical offices that it serves, the city office and county office. Both offices purchased a total quantity of office supplies that had cost Quick Supply $30,000 to buy from the manufacturers. And you can see those here. Required. Compute the total revenue that Quick Supply would receive from city office and county office. So again, let's go back to how Quick Supply does their revenue. They mark up its cost of goods sold by 5%. So for example, $100 to buy supplies is marked up 5% and charged for $105. So what would Quick Supply, who had $30,000 each to buy from manufacturers, mark up to? 5%. So we would go $30,000 for each of these, as it stated, and mark it up by 5%. And we get revenue of $31,500 for each one. Now we need to compute the activity rate. So what we've been given is we've been given the total cost, the total activities, but we don't know how much it is per activity. But to do that, we can just take our total cost and divide it by our total activities to get our per delivery, our per order, or our per activity rate. So in this area, our customer deliveries cost us a total of $400,000. We did 5,000 deliveries. So now we know that each delivery is going to cost us $80. We spent $300,000 on manual processing orders. We had 4,000 of them. So we know if we can divide 300,000 by 4,000, we can determine that our cost is $75 per manual order. So again, this is per delivery, per manual order. Our electronic rate, we spent $200,000 on, and we had 12,500 orders. So our line item picking rate was 500,000, and we had 400,000 of them, which means we have $1.25 per line item. So now we have our activity rate for each activity cost pool. So what we need to do is determine, based on how many activities took place for each order, the amount of overhead that we should apply to each one. The city office, we don't have much room here, so we will make it work, had 12 deliveries at a cost of $80 per delivery. They had, oh, pardon me, that's the county office. This one was 8 deliveries by $80 for $640. They had 0 manual orders at $75 for 0. They had 8 number of electronic orders at $16 for a total of $128. And they had 80 line items at $1.25 for $100. So if we add up these 4 numbers, we get $868. So that is how much overhead is applied to the city office. Now let's have a look at our county office. Now here, I'll just do it down below where I got a little more room. We had 12 deliveries, and we know the cost is $80 per order. We had 0 manual orders. Pardon me, 15 manual orders. I keep looking at the wrong line. At $75 per order. We had 0 electronic at $16 per order. And we had 100 line items at $1.25 per line item. And when we add these up, we get a total of 22. So we can see the difference now based on what is happening in the county and what is happening in the city. So let's compute now their customer margin based on the city and the county. So hint, do not overlook the $30,000 cost of goods sold. So precisely that, we know that our revenue was $31,500 for both of them. We know that they spent, each of them, $30,000 on their cost of goods sold, because that's how they do their pricing. Oops. And that got a contribution margin of $1,500 each. This is their revenue, cost of goods sold, their contribution margin, and now we're going to less their overhead. For the city, it was $868. This is their overhead. And for the county, it was $2210. And that would mean that the city had a profit of $632. And the county had a loss of $710. So now that we put it together, we can see that the activities have very different costs, and the customers are interacting with the company in different ways depending on where they are. So describing the purchase behaviors that are likely to characterize Quick Supply's least profitable customers, well, county is their least profitable customers, and we can say that the county is not using electronic ordering, which leads to a higher cost and loss per order. So what Quick Supply needs to do is they need to train their customers in the county how to use their electronic ordering system. By doing that, they can reduce their costs, or vice versa, they need to charge a premium on manual orders so that they don't lose money per order.